What if the halls of Hollywood arts were about to come alive all over again? After more than a decade, the world of Victorious is returning with a brand new chapter. And this time, the spotlight isn't just on the students. It's on the one character fans may never have expected to become the center of the story, Trina Vega. The announcement of Hollywood Arts has sent longtime fans straight back to the memories of one of Nickelodeon's most beloved shows. But this isn't simply a reboot. It's a new story built around the famous performing arts school, a new generation of ambitious teenagers, and the unforgettable older sister of Tori Vega. And if the first look is anything to go by, Trina Vega is bringing exactly the kind of chaos fans remember. The story begins with an announcement that sounds like something straight out of the original series. Students are being welcomed to Hollywood Arts, described as the world's premier performing arts high school. But this time, the person standing at the center of that world isn't Tori Vega. Instead, the familiar face greeting this new generation is Trina Vega, once again played by Daniella Monet. That's a huge change, because Trina's journey has always been one of the strangest and funniest parts of Victorious. She was dramatic, confident, stubborn, completely convinced that she was destined for fame, and somehow always managed to turn even the smallest situation into a full performance. Now, years after the original series ended, she's returning to the place where she once dreamed about becoming a star. Except there's one major difference. Trina isn't coming back as a student. She's coming back as a teacher. And that immediately creates one enormous question. How did Trina Vega, of all people, end up responsible for an entire classroom of teenagers? The answer is almost perfectly Trina. She returns to her former high school as a substitute teacher, while still trying to make her own acting career work. Instead of finally becoming the superstar she always imagined herself becoming, Trina finds herself standing on the other side of the classroom, surrounded by young performers who are desperate to discover their own paths. That setup gives Hollywood Arts something the original Victorious never had, a Trina who has actually grown up. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's grown up completely. The early footage immediately plays with that idea. One moment, the school is celebrating its connection to the legendary Vega family, and the next, Trina is demanding attention for herself. It's classic Trina energy, but now she's been given something she never had before: authority. Imagine the person who used to cause problems in the hallway suddenly being responsible for keeping students focused in the classroom. That contrast could become one of the funniest parts of the new series. Trina knows what it's like to desperately want attention, to believe you're destined for something bigger, and to feel like the spotlight belongs to you. Now, she has to help other teenagers deal with those exact same emotions. The original Victorious, which premiered in 2010, followed Tori Vega as she entered Hollywood Arts and tried to survive the unpredictable world of performing arts alongside friends such as Andre Harris, Robbie Shapiro, Kat Valentine, Jade West, and Beck Oliver. The series quickly became one of Nickelodeon's biggest shows and helped launch the careers of stars including Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande. Now, the school itself becomes the central character again. The difference is that the students are new. The series introduces a new generation of young performers, including Emmy, Quest, Oscar, Pepper, and Gen Z. Their personalities, talents, insecurities, friendships, and ambitions will become the new emotional engine of the show. One of the most intriguing new characters is Emmy, who is teased as someone with genuine star potential. That immediately creates a connection to the original formula of Victorious. A teenager walks into Hollywood Arts wondering whether they really belong. They meet people who challenge them. They discover talents they didn't know they had. And eventually, they begin to understand who they're supposed to become. But this time, Trina Vega is watching that journey from the other side of the classroom. That's where the new series could become much more interesting than a simple nostalgia project. Tori Vega was the unexpected star who arrived at Hollywood Arts after stepping in for Trina during the original story. Trina's own performance problems helped create the opportunity that eventually changed Tori's life. Tori became the center of Victorious, while Trina remained one of the show's most unpredictable supporting characters. Years later, the spotlight has shifted. Trina is finally getting her own story. And honestly, it may be the most unexpected continuation the franchise could have chosen. For years, Trina was one of the show's biggest sources of comedy. She believed she was destined for greatness, even when everyone around her could clearly see her shortcomings. Her enormous confidence became part of the joke. But underneath that comedy was someone who desperately wanted to prove herself. That's what makes her return potentially emotional. This time, Trina may have to confront the reality that being a star isn't simply about believing you're. That gives Daniella Monet an opportunity to show fans a different side of Trina. She isn't simply returning to repeat the same jokes from Victorious. She's helping build the new series as an executive producer, making her return even more significant. Her involvement means Trina isn't just a familiar face placed into a new show. She is one of the central figures shaping this new chapter of the Hollywood Arts universe. Production of Hollywood Arts has also brought together creative talent connected to the original series, including Jake Farrow, who worked on Victorious. That connection gives longtime fans a reason to believe the new show can maintain some of the personality that made the original so memorable while still creating something new. And there is another major reason this project feels different. The original cast isn't simply being brought back wholesale. Instead, Hollywood Arts is designed to introduce a second generation of students. That means the new series has to stand on its own while still rewarding people who grew up watching Victorious. That's a difficult balance. Too much nostalgia, and the series could feel like a reunion special. Too little nostalgia, and longtime fans may wonder why it carries the Victorious legacy at all. The solution appears to be Trina Vega. She is the bridge between two eras. She remembers what Hollywood Arts was like. She knows what it means to dream about becoming famous. She knows how badly someone can want the spotlight. And now, she gets to watch teenagers make many of the same mistakes she once made. There is also a familiar presence in the school's leadership. Yvette Nicole Brown joins the series as Principal Helen Dubois, adding another recognizable personality to the new Hollywood Arts environment. That gives the school a new authority figure, while leaving plenty of room for Trina to create her own brand of chaos. The new students aren't simply background characters. Emmy, Quest, Oscar, Pepper, and Gen Z are the next generation of performers, each bringing their own personalities and challenges. Their stories will give Trina a chance to become something she never expected to be, a mentor. And perhaps that's the real story hiding underneath all the jokes. Trina spent years wanting people to recognize her talent. Now, she has the opportunity to recognize talent in other people. That's a huge character shift. She may not have become the world-famous celebrity she once imagined, but she could discover that her real purpose is helping someone else become one. Meanwhile, fans are naturally wondering about the original cast. Could Victoria Justice return as Tori Vega? Could Ariana Grande appear as Kat Valentine? Could we see Andre, Robbie, Jade, or Beck again? Those questions are almost impossible to avoid whenever Hollywood Arts is mentioned. But the confirmed story is focused on Trina and the new students, so viewers shouldn't automatically expect every familiar face to walk through those doors. And perhaps that's actually a good thing. The biggest surprise could be discovering that Hollywood Arts doesn't need the original group to feel alive again. It simply needs the spirit of the original. It needs the music, the comedy, the rivalries, the friendships, the pressure to perform, and most importantly, the idea that every student walking through those doors is trying to figure out who they're supposed to become. That's what made Victorious special in the first place. And now, the same school is getting another chance. The halls are open, the stage is ready, a new group of students is waiting for their moment. And standing in the middle of it all is Trina Vega. The girl who once wanted everyone to believe she was already a star may finally discover that being a star was never the only way to matter. Maybe her biggest role is the one she never expected: teacher, mentor, and someone who can help another generation discover its own voice. So when Hollywood Arts arrives, don't expect another simple trip down memory lane. Expect a new generation, a familiar school, plenty of chaos, unforgettable performances, and a version of Trina Vega fans have never seen before. Because after all these years, Trina is finally getting her own stage. And knowing Trina, she is absolutely not going to share it quietly.